hands up from Jeremy in the back. Appreciate that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dave Turner. I'm the principal here at Marshall High School. Just a couple housekeeping things. As you walked in, you saw the restrooms are in the back to your right. If you would take a moment to go ahead and silence your cell phones. We, of course, not a problem for you to take pictures of your student athletes as they come across the stage. Not a problem there, but we're really excited to have you here and want to make sure that this awards ceremony goes off without a hitch. All right, with that, I'd like to welcome everyone to the 9th annual I-8 Scholar Athlete Award Ceremony. The I-8 began hosting this tradition in 2016, and Marshall High School had the honor of hosting the inaugural ceremony. We are pleased to have that honor again tonight. We're also excited to have representatives from the following schools to present their student athletes, and I'm going to embarrass them a little bit because I'm going to have them stand up. So from Coldwater, Ted Davis, the principal. Yep, round of applause, let's go. Turn and wave, turn and wave. There you go, thank you. From Harper Creek, sorry Melissa, got to do it to you. That's what Nick Dent said. Melissa Fiesel, athletic director. I told you you're presenting. From Hastings, Mike Gogans, athletic director. From Marshall, Nicholas Dent, athletic director. You can stand up, wave. Yeah, that's you. Thank you. Yeah, well, I have the mic. I'm in control. Thank you. Northwestern, Chris Galloway, athletic director. From Penfield, Brett Steele, athletic director. And from Western, Scott Farley, athletic director. The I-8 Scholar Athlete Award is for student athletes who earned 2 varsity letters their senior year, and of those individuals also had the highest GPA. To date, over 560 student athletes have earned the I-8 Scholar Athlete Award. I am pleased that the I-8 will add another 70 student athletes tonight. Tonight's 70 I-8 Scholar Athlete Award winners are joining the previous 560 to represent the top 5% of their school with this distinction. I estimate that over the past 9 years, there have been over 11,340 students who attended the I-8 schools. Including tonight's award winners, again, they represent the top 5% of their respective schools. This is a tremendous achievement that so few have had the honor of receiving. Congratulations to all of you. Our MC tonight is Ed Kengurski from the University of Michigan Sports Television. Ed serves as a reporter, host, and content producer covering U of M athletics for its various digital media platforms, including the Inside Michigan Football TV show, which is broadcast statewide. Before working at Michigan, Ed was a sportcaster at News Channel 3 in Kalamazoo for 19 years, where he spent countless hours covering high school athletics, including most of the programs that now make up the Interstate 8. Let's have a warm welcome for Ed, our one and only MC since the inception of the I-8 Scholar Awards banquet. Congratulations.
So when I hit 10, do I get some kind of a button or some kind of award next year, if you have me back? I'm told this event is live streamed, so it kind of makes me feel like I'm right back at News Channel 3 talking to my West Michigan audience. But I'm truly excited to be a part of this every single year. And as Dave mentioned, we've kind of come full circle. I emceed the first one in 2015 right here at Marshall High School, and we had a COVID year in there, but we've come all the way back around, and let's start the second time through here back at Marshall High School. It's always great to come back and renew acquaintances. Some of you I've known for a very long time, Mr. Greenman among others. But it's also nice to meet new people, the parents, the student athletes out there. So afterwards, if you want to say hi to me, tug my shoulder, we can talk high school sports, college sports, or whatever's on your mind. And a side note that I mention every single year, my wife Tanya Pangborn, 1991 graduate, Western High School. I told her I embarrass her every year and mention that. And if you know Chance Pangborn, plays for the basketball team, he's my nephew. So if you see him in school this week in the hallway, tell him that I said hi. I am not your keynote speaker, but the folks who run this great event every year give me a few minutes to share what I hope are some words of wisdom or something that's kind of on my mind or something that I can relate to what I do for a living. So when I thought about it this year, the natural starting and ending point was Michigan football national champions. And I know there's some Spartan fans in here, but just bear with me. I spend a lot of time around the players. I mean a lot of time. I do about a dozen interviews every week. I do 3 video feature stories, usually Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, leading up to that week's game. I travel to all the away games. I do a post-game report for Inside Michigan Football. It goes on our digital media platforms. And you may remember a few years ago, Michigan was good. They were really good, but they hadn't broken through quite yet, had they? And then I noticed something different. It kind of started with Blake Coron's class, J.J. McCarthy. There was a core group of offensive linemen who had been there, seasoned players that were coming together. On defense, a guy like Chris Jenkins, who's going to be drafted this weekend in the NFL draft. This group of players really cared about each other. And I mean, they really cared about each other because they talked about it all the time, and they had the biggest smiles on their faces, and there was so much warmth in their voices when they talked about their teammates. They were truly happy for their teammates' successes. And it brought and keep in mind, some of these guys that they're talking about are guys who are stealing reps from them, stealing stats from them potentially. But it brought a dynamic that played out that I've not seen very often in all the years I've covered athletics, high school, college, or whatever it may be. Their togetherness helped them overcome so many obstacles. It gave them a confidence other teams just couldn't match or couldn't overcome. A confidence that was extremely strong, but it wasn't cocky. So with so much divisiveness in our world today, I urge you to be happy for other people's successes. Teammates, co-workers, family members, all of you sitting down here tonight, the person next to you, the person behind you from another school, you guys have earned this. You should all be happy for each other's successes and the reasons you are here tonight. You can be competitive with somebody else and still take joy in their accomplishments. It'll make you a better person and can carry you to amazing heights. I'm a big believer in karma, huge believer in karma. Whatever you put out there, I think you get back. So I've made it a habit in recent years when I'm on the road with a team or a team has a big win, I interview a coach or a player to tell them how proud I am of them or what a great job they did. And in that short moment, I think they really appreciate that small act of kindness. So try it. You just might make someone's day, and it might make yours when you see the smile it puts on your face. Let's root for each other and help each other grow. So now our guest speaker. As a captain at Ohio Northern University in 1993, he helped the Polar Bears, I gotta love the nickname, to the Division III basketball national championship. Upon graduation, he pursued a coaching career, and it's been a good one. He arrived at Albion College in 1997, served as an assistant coach for 11 years under legendary coach Mike Turner, who was a keynote speaker here not that long ago. He quickly made a name for himself. He assumed head coaching duties in 2008 and has guided the Brits to a 191-86 record and a pair of appearances in the NCAA tournament. He also won the 2020 MIAA regular season championship. So folks, please welcome a guy who I'm told is as meticulous about his lawn as he is about his practice planning, and I'm told that's legit. Albion College head men's basketball coach, Jody.
Thanks, Ed. I like to mow the lawn a lot. Just the other day was twice, the same day, so it's probably pretty true. Thank you to Nick Dent for inviting me here to speak to you. And it's an unbelievable group of seniors, and it's pleasure for me to be here. I've lived in this area now over 25 years. I thought I was coming to Albion for a year or two, and it's turned into 27 now. But my wife is a middle school teacher here in Marshall schools, and I have a 9-year-old that goes to Marshall schools. So this is very close to me, and I appreciate everybody for asking me to be here. So, you know, you seniors embody what we look for as a men's basketball coach in recruiting. And, you know, not only do you excel athletically, but you also excel academically. And it's unbelievable just to hear the things that you've accomplished this year in your high school career, and it certainly is very impressive. And before I get too far into this, I want to give you some advice or give you a little bit of a challenge. I'm sure all of you would agree that you probably didn't get here by yourself. And so before you graduate and you leave your school, take some time to say thank you to a number of people that maybe have helped you along the way. And say thanks to you know, your family, your parents, say thanks to some coaches, say thanks to some teachers that have helped you, athletic directors, administrators. And so just a little bit of a challenge before you're done in your high school career, because I know that, you know, they would really appreciate that fact of hearing it from you. Believe it or not, I actually sat right there a lot of years ago when I was in high school and had an awards ceremony very similar to this. And I tried to think back that long ago who the speaker was and what they said. And I'll be honest, probably the only thing I remembered, I don't remember who it was, I don't know what they talked about, but I remember it was too long. So I'm going to try not to be too long, but my goal here is not to, you know, for you to remember me. You're going to forget me probably by tonight, but maybe I can give you a few things that you can take with you, you know, once you're done and you begin your new journey after high school. And, you know, I want to give to you today, we have 4 pillars in our men's basketball program, and they're very important to us. And we think if you can do these 4 pillars, then you have a chance to have some success on the basketball court. But these pillars also apply to maybe what you do in the classroom, and also maybe what you do once you're done with college. And so these aren't just a slogan to us, it's something that we really try to believe in and try to practice every day. And so they're very important to me. And so the first one I want to give you is we had, they're all insane, so but we go with play hard. And obviously you have to play hard to be successful. You have to work hard to be successful in any sport. You have to work hard to be successful in the classroom. And does everybody know what a bell curve is? You know, it's on a graph, and you know, bell curve. And so this is how I explain it to our players. You get about 10% of the people that fall in this little bell curve here on this side. And they're on the low end, and we won't spend much time with them. But if you go to the other side of the bell curve, you have about 10% of the people, and we think those people are elite. And I think there's a lot of you here that are elite tonight. But what we try to instill into our players is that the rest of the 80% of the people are average. And we don't like average. And sometimes you don't even realize that you're average. You know, you get in a routine, whether it's going to practice or going to class or going to work, whatever it is, and you do just enough. You're not in the bottom 10%, but you do just enough. And what we try to strive for our team is to be part of this elite. And you know, we've had 3 basketball players that have graduated from Albion, and they've gone on and played overseas. They didn't get a chance to make it to the NBA, but they've They were good enough and talented enough to go play. And all three of them were different types of players. One played for 13 years, very successful. And so they were different, but they had one thing in common, and that was their work ethic. And they truly embodied this playing hard. They were different. They tried to win every sprint. They spent the most time in the weight room. They spent the most time outside of practice working on their game. We've had other talented players, but not with this type of work ethic. And so they truly were part of that 10%, and they were really elite. So as you're moving on, playing hard and working hard, try to be that 10%. The next pillar that I want to give you is playing smart. Now, I like watching NBA basketball, specifically when they make the playoffs. It just started, so I'm up late watching basketball, but I don't watch it for the dunks and the highlights and what's on SportsCenter. I like it because I think those basketball players have the highest IQ of anyone in the world, and they're amazing to watch. And I think the further on that you get into your craft or whatever you do, you have to study more, and you have to be on top of things. And you could probably pass a basic math test if you're really good in math. You could probably pass a math test right now without studying our class and get an A. But you probably had to work a little bit harder if it was algebra or calculus, right? And you probably had to spend some time on it. But if you're a rocket scientist and you're coming back and taking those classes, those are probably pretty easy. So, I think being smart in your craft and continue to learn, continue to grow in your craft, I think is really important. And, I think playing smart, the second piece of playing smart is, and everybody here does this, but you have to just do the right thing, right? Like, you have to be smart. You have to make good decisions, and you're out with your friends and, those types of things. So we try to instill with our guys to study, this game of basketball, but also, do the right thing and be smart with things. So we've had, all right, play hard, play smart. The third pillar that I want to give you is play together. And, Ed hit on it a little bit, and I promise you we didn't collaborate ahead of time, and maybe we should have. But I think working well with people is getting to be the number one thing that if you're going to find a job, they're going to ask you the question, how well do they work with people? And so I think it's important whether you're on a team or you're finding a job and you're part of an organization, you have to be able to work well with people. And now in our program, we try to take it to another level. And we use a word called mudita. It's M-U-D-I-T-A. Maybe some of you have already heard of it, but it goes along with what Ed was saying. Mudita, the definition is the pleasure of finding joy in the happiness of others. And I think it's a really powerful word. And, I could be playing and I score a bunch of points one night and we win, but then the next night, maybe I have an off night. But my teammate, he scores a lot of points and he does a great job and we go on to win. And instead of being, so selfish and saying, well, that was a terrible night for me, but actually enjoying the success and feeling great about your teammate. I think it's so important. And so we use that word a lot in Modita, and it's exactly what Michigan football did and what Ed was talking about. And the second piece to this third pillar of playing together is also a little bit of leadership. There's a great story about Coach Izzo, who's a men's basketball coach at Michigan State and had a lot of success. But he was regularly going to his office at night, and there was a really good player that was coming in the gym, and he was shooting and making himself better, which is great. But Coach Izzo was upset with him, and so he had a meeting with the mother, and he had a meeting with the player, and the mother's asking Coach Izzo, like, hey, I don't understand why you're so upset with him. And he's a good kid, and he does things the right way. He's a good student. He's never in trouble, and he leads by example. And Coach Izzo said, that's exactly why I'm upset with him. He said, I want him to have an influence on the team. And when he's only leading by example, when he's only in the gym by himself, he's not making anybody else better. And so almost leading by example is almost being selfish. And so, he was really challenging that player to kind of step out of the comfort zone. And he was a good player, he's a good kid, but do the right thing and pull your teammates with him and take them into workout with you, take them to class with you, and just do the right thing. So I think playing together, there's some leadership principles in there as well. And I'll get to we're at our fourth pillar here. So we've had play hard, play smart, play together, and the last one is to play tough. Now, when I introduce this to our newcomers, and I'm explaining this, and I get to play tough, and each one of them think automatically it's about being physical, and I'm going to push and shove, and I'm going to box out, and I'm going to be really tough, and kind of like Coach Steele did back in his playing days, But I think that's only a small part of it. Playing tough is having some mental toughness as well. I know I'm not going to shock you, but hey, life isn't easy. And you've probably already dealt with some adversity in your lives so far in high school. There's going to be a lot more ahead of you, and life isn't fair. And it's not about whether you get knocked down; it's whether you get back up and start fighting again. And the most successful people actually use this getting knocked down as an opportunity to grow and an opportunity to learn. The last story I have is about 5 years ago. We had a player who unexpectedly passed away, and we had just started the season. We played our first game, we lost, and the next day he left us. And after we've had some time to grieve a little bit, I knew that there's a decision to be made with this team, and we could have used this as an excuse. Everybody would understand if we don't have a very good year. It's been a hard year, or we can kind of come together and as one and use this as some motivation and play, almost in his honor. But that was going to take a lot of mental toughness on our part, and it certainly wasn't easy, but we did come together, and we had one of the most successful seasons in the last 20 years at Albion. We went 21-5 that year and won the league, and really talk about playing tough. That was hard. Each individual on that team lost a great teammate, lost a starter, lost a best friend, and somehow they were able to manage it without him and in his honor. And so what I'm trying to get at, life isn't easy, and you're going to be life throws a bunch of curveballs at you, and you never know when it's coming. Some are bigger than others, but I think that mental toughness and playing tough is really important. To the seniors, I'm honored, and I commend you because, believe it or not, you started this process already of playing hard, playing smart, playing together, playing tough, and throughout your high school journey, you've started this, and your dedication, discipline, your determination have brought you here tonight, but it also laid the foundation of what the future holds for you. So as you move on and you start a new chapter of your life, and whether it's going to college, playing sports, or starting something completely different, I hope that you can take these lessons that you've learned over the last 4 years, whether it was on the court or on the field, and carry these lessons with you. And I have no doubt that you'll continue to, thrive and inspire others as your journey starts. So congratulations. It's remarkable achievements, and just continue to play hard, play smart, play together, and play tough. And last thing before I go, I gave you a challenge. Spend some time thanking some people along the way that have helped you. So thank you for having me tonight.
Something I forgot when I was talking about Michigan football is my Rose Bowl shoes. I had to share that. I'm sorry in case you didn't see that. All right, now it's time to start going through the names here. So we're going to start in alphabetical order with Coldwater High School. I say this every single year, but I grew up with a long Polish last name that got butchered a lot, so I work really hard to go over these names, ask the administrators and the assistants I call, I email to clarify if I have any questions. So if I do butcher a name, it's not for lack of trying. I've tried very hard to go over these multiple times and make sure that it's done right. So with that, we are ready to begin. Coldwater High School, Charlotte Calhoun is the daughter of Brian and Wendy Calhoun. She's a swimmer and a gymnast, and she will attend the University of Toledo. Samuel Lahr is the son of Gregory and Deborah Lahr, three-sport athlete, tennis, swimming, and golf. He'll study engineering at Trine University. Caroline Miller plays basketball and soccer. She's the daughter of Amanda and Brian Miller. She'll attend Bellarmine University in Louisville, Kentucky to study biology and pursue a doctorate of physical therapy. Evan Porter is a football player and a basketball player. Evan's the son of Todd and Sam Porter. He'll study engineering at Trine University. Haley Price plays golf, competes in track and field. Haley will attend Hillsborough College in Tampa, Florida to study marketing. Her folks are Cheryl and Troy Price. Jack Rudin is the son of Todd and Shelley Rudin. Jack will attend Glen Oaks Community College to study crop and soil science. Jack is a football player and a wrestler. Mackenzie Scheid is the daughter of Joe and Jody Scheid. Mackenzie plans to attend Northwood University to play basketball and study business marketing. She is a basketball player in high school naturally, also competed in volleyball. Jayla Sloan is a three-sport athlete, volleyball, basketball, track and field. She will study elementary education. Jayla's folks are Jeremy Douglas and Erica Sloan. Lucas Wishmeyer is the son of Kevin and Abby Wishmeyer. Lucas will attend Grand Canyon University in Phoenix to study pre-law and political science. He's a swimmer and a baseball player. And Alexis Wood bowls and plays tennis. Her folks are Justin and Heather Wood. She'll attend Kellogg Community College and study veterinary medicine. Coldwater High School, everybody. Harper Creek is up next. Hastings on deck. All right, we are going to start with Katie Benke, the daughter of Andrew and Heather Benke. Katie competes in cross country and soccer. She will attend Michigan and study biology. Jaden Courtwright is a track and field athlete, cross country runner. Her folks are Brian and Kimberly Courtwright. She'll attend Grand Valley State and study physical therapy. Joseph DeRose, football player, track and field athlete. His folks are Joseph and Jennifer DeRose. He'll study engineering at Detroit Mercy. Olivia Ellenwood will attend Michigan State. Her folks are Jody and Matt Ellenwood. Olivia's sports are track and field and cross country. Mallory Flanders is a golfer and a soccer player. Mallory's parents are Kristen and Timothy Flanders. She'll attend Michigan to study business administration and marketing. We have some twins here we're told that are not present, but I'm going to give them a shout out anyway. Celia Kiger and Rachel Kiger. We're supposed to be here this evening. They will both attend KCC and then Western Michigan University. Rachel played golf and soccer, and Celia tennis and golf. Emma Monroe. Emma runs cross country, competes in track and field. She's the daughter of Donnie and Tracy Monroe. She'll attend Aquinas and study elementary education. She'll also run cross country and track at Aquinas as well. Brady Southfield is a baseball player and a football player. He'll study finance and play baseball at Olivet. Brady's folks are Marcy and Logan Southfield. Ethan Tabby Don is the son of Michael Tabby Don and Andrea Franzman. He plays soccer and competes in track and field. Ethan will attend Michigan or Kettering and study mechanical engineering. Harper Creek High School. Hastings is up next, Marshall on deck, Northwest in the hole. Hitting leadoff for Hastings, Lucy Barnard. Lucy is the daughter of Joanne Foreman. She competes in cheerleading and softball. She'll attend the University of Miami and study oceanography. Abigail Beamer, volleyball player, tennis player. She'll study sport management in college. Abigail is the daughter of Dan and Ann Beamer. Owen Carroll will attend Davenport to play golf and study business. Owen's parents are Brian and Sarah Carroll. He competed in golf naturally, basketball, and football in high school. Diego Coipel. Diego is the son of Rudy and Heather Coipel. Competes in football and wrestling. Will attend Hope College, play football there, and study business. Jordan Downs competes in sideline cheer and competitive cheer. Her folks are Tracy and Jerry Downs. She'll attend Auburn University and study exercise science. Heath Hayes, three-sport athlete, tennis, swimming, and golf. His folks are Lee and Jamie Hayes. He'll attend Iowa State to study exercise science through the NROTC program. Adeline Nichols is the daughter of Mike and Lynn Nichols, also a three-sport athlete, track and field, basketball, and golf. She'll run track at Davenport and study accounting. Riley Schultz is the son of Steve and Melinda Schultz, cross country, track and field, and swimming. He will study anthropology in college. Reuben Solms is not here tonight. Reuben was a cross country runner and a track and field athlete. He'll go to Western Michigan and study engineering. Adrienne Vandenberg is the daughter of Sarah and Derek Vandenberg. Sideline cheer and competitive cheer. Adrienne will attend my alma mater, Central Michigan, and study biology. Fire up chips. That's Hastings High School. You guys have the home field advantage here. That's right. All right, starting out for Marshall, we have Camille DiCola, the daughter of Jake and Angela. Competes in cross country and track and field. She'll study biology or biochemistry in college. Stephanie DeLong competes in golf and soccer. Stephanie's folks are Steve and Kelly DeLong. She will also attend Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, which we had a student earlier also going to Grand Canyon. Lucy Gensch, cross-country runner, also plays tennis. Lucy will study political science at Michigan State. Her folks are Wendy and Gary Gensch. Connor Griffith. Let's do it. Connor Griffith, the son of Laura and Jason Griffith, track athlete, cross-country athlete. He will attend Michigan to study mechanical engineering. Abigail Griffith, the daughter of Laura and Jason, also a track athlete, but also plays basketball. She'll attend Michigan State in biology. I can't wait for Michigan State week next year. It's going to be fun, isn't it? Eliza McQuaid is the daughter of John and Pam McQuaid. Eliza competes in soccer and cross country. She'll attend Michigan to study communications in media. Micah Morehouse, that's a broadcaster's name, just rolls off the tongue. I love that. A little alliteration there. Micah Morehouse, the son of Diana and Kent Morehouse, a swimmer and cross-country runner, will attend Central Michigan to study business. Bailey Parker is a three-sport athlete, golf, basketball, and softball. She's the daughter of Erica and Mitch Robinson and Stephen Parker. She'll study nursing at Kellogg Community College. Lillianne Parks, the daughter of Matthew and Michelle Parks, competes in cross-country and track and field. Lillianne will attend Spring Arbor to compete in cross-country and track and field there and study psychology. And Allison Zalewski is the daughter of Pat Zalewski and Kristen Hare, plays volleyball and soccer. Allison will attend Northern Michigan up in Marquette and study nursing. That is Marshall High School. All right, Jackson Northwest. Ivy Chen is the daughter of Candy and James Chen, plays tennis, runs cross country. She'll attend Michigan to study biopsychology, cognitive, and neuroscience. Carter Fairley is a football and baseball player. Carter's folks are Michelle and Kevin Fairley. He'll play football at Alma College and study pre-physical therapy. Lincoln Keithley is the son of Amber and William Keithley. Three-sport athlete as Lincoln, tennis, basketball, and baseball. He will study statistics at Grand Valley State. Drew Maples is a three-sport athlete, tennis, basketball, and baseball. Drew's folks are Kathleen and Scott Maples. He'll attend Michigan to study molecular, cellular, and developmental biology. Madeline McPherson competes in cross-country and tennis. Madeline's folks are Angela and Sean McPherson. She'll attend Michigan and study biomedical engineering and Spanish. Emma Mollett competes in sideline cheer and competitive cheer. She'll study liberal arts at Jackson College. Emma's parents are Tony and Tracy Mollett. Alex Thrun is the son of Jody and Todd Thrun. Three-sport athlete, basketball, baseball, tennis. Alex will attend Grand Valley State in Allendale and study secondary education. Allison Thrun, and I'm told there's no relation here, is that true? Allison is the daughter of Michelle and David Thrun, a gymnast and a tennis player. She'll study marketing at Indiana. Ashley Weller competes in volleyball and basketball. Ashley's folks are Liz and Dan Weller. She'll attend Spring Arbor and play basketball there for the Cougars. Trey Allen Lee Howland Griffin is the son of Nicole and Dan Sawyer and Tim Griffin. Trey is a cross-country runner, competes in track and field. He'll attend Jackson College and study business accounting. Jackson Northwest. Battle Creek Penfield, you ready? Vivian Burns does not have much free time. She's a three-sport athlete. Golf, bowling, and tennis. She'll study tennis management at Ferris State, and her folks are Nate and Jennifer Burns. Isabel Crandall is also a three-sport athlete, basketball, golf, and soccer. Her folks are Brad and Monica Crandall. She will go to Kellogg Community College and study dental hygiene. Emily Clacking is the daughter of Timothy and Angela Clacking, plays basketball and softball, will attend Grace Christian University of Grand Rapids, and study elementary education. Thomas Kurtz plays lacrosse and football. Thomas's folks are Mandy and Matt Kurtz. He'll attend Calvin University, also in Grand Rapids, and study civil engineering. Caitlin Lamb is the daughter of Tom and Lisa Lamb. Caitlin excelled in soccer and basketball. She will attend Olivet and study criminal justice. Mackenzie Lambeth is the daughter of Kenneth and Melinda. She plays volleyball and softball. She'll attend Grand Valley and study business. Landon Meddy, track and field, cross country, will study engineering in college. Landon's folks are Nick and Courtney Meddy. Avery Moran is the daughter of Suzanne and Rob, softball player, volleyball player. She'll attend Trine University and study physical therapy. Torrance Walling is the daughter of Matt and Heather Walling. Torrance played basketball and softball in high school, and she will study forensic science. And Daniel Wells IV, the son of Dan and Brooke Wells, three-sport athlete here, baseball, football, and swimming. Dan will study kinesiology at Michigan State, Battle Creek Penfield. How were the appetizers tonight? Good? Good. All right, Western High School. Gabriella Davis, the daughter of Carrie and Stephen Davis, plays golf and tennis. She'll attend Albion and study nursing and also compete in those two sports at Albion College. Madeline Gouldy, daughter of Marcia and Jesse Gouldy, competitive cheer and track and field. She will study creative writing also at Albion. Another Albion commit to study biology. Jack Laporte, football player, baseball player. Jack's folks are Anthony and Stephanie Laporte. David Martin competes in cross country and track and field. David's folks are Ed and Jean Martin. He'll attend Jackson College, then a 4-year college to study civil engineering. Abby Nieswender, softball, volleyball. She'll attend Aquinas College to study optometry and play softball. Her folks are Chad and Cassie Nieswender. Max Nye is the son of Lisa Dobbins. Played football and track in high school. He will attend Michigan and study aerospace engineering. Haley Pollock, daughter of Jenny and Nick Pollock, a gymnast and a soccer player. Haley will attend Spring Arbor to study social work and Christian ministry. Cooper Singleton is the son of Shelley and Matthew Singleton. Cooper competes in track and field and cross country. He'll attend Spring Arbor as well to study longevity science and run track and cross country there with the Cougars. Joshua Venziano competes in tennis and track. His folks are Rick and Michelle Venziano. He'll attend Michigan State and study chemical engineering. And finally, Toby Weilinga, the son of Timothy and Cammie Weilinga, track and field athlete and a soccer player. Toby will attend Michigan and study biomedical science. Western High School, everybody. I would like to thank you so much once again for having me here tonight for the 9th consecutive Scholar Athlete Banquet. And with that, Nick Dent's coming back up to put the cherry on top and say goodnight.
Okay, so my job tonight to say thank you. So lots of thank yous putting together this wonderful ceremony. First to our sponsors for the food, Ford Blue Oval Battery Park and the Marshall Athletic Boosters. We'd like to thank our Marshall Food Service for the food. Big thanks to Jeremy Root back there at the command center tonight. He's our band director and also the director, supervisor of our auditorium here. We would also like a special thanks to Ed and to Jody and to Dave for being a part of this ceremony tonight. Let's give those guys another hand. Very big thanks to my assistant, Dana Miller. She worked very hard putting this together. I don't know if she's out there anymore or if she's... Oh, there's Dana right there. So I want to thank the parents and the friends and the grandparents and the siblings for coming tonight. This is a great turnout. It's very impressive, but not unexpected. So the final thanks, the big thanks, is to these folks, okay? So in another life, I was a teacher, and the one thing I miss about teaching, the only thing I miss about teaching is working with kids like these. I can see it. I don't know these folks all that well, some better than others, but boy, would I have loved to have had them in a Spanish 4 class. I can just tell. They're awesome kids. I know how hard it is, better than most, how hard it is to get on a bus to Hastings, come back at 10 o'clock at night, and then go study for a calc test. I understand that and I appreciate that. I understand that not one of you have caused me, in my role, one iota of trouble. Not one. You're wonderful kids. And I bet every single one of these administrators would say the exact same thing about you. So thank you so much for being the great kids you are. Your school, your administration is going to miss you, and I wish you the best of luck on your next step. Dana, anyone else to thank? Okay, and with that, thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. Safe travels.